Hey guys, so this week you are starting the Rags and Stubby compare and contrast essay. So in this first video, I'm going to show you how you're going to unpack the prompt. And then you're going to get started on reading the text with me, and then you'll be reading the second one on your own. Okay, so let's start. Alrighty, so I'm looking at the prompt, and the prompt says the authors of Stubby and Rags. So already from the very beginning, we are starting to find out the names of the text. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight. First, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to focus on Stubby. And now I know that the second text is about Rags. Okay, so let's see what else. Both explore unusual friendships between dogs and soldiers. Whoa, we get a lot from that one sentence. I'm starting to get like the topic of both texts. So they're both about unusual friendships between dogs and soldiers. All right. So basically, an extended response prompt will always start this way. They'll tell you the names of the authors, maybe they'll tell you like the names of the titles for short, but they will definitely give you the topic of the text. So you already know what the texts are going to be about. They're going to be about friendships between dogs and soldiers. So let's go ahead and let's look at the first question. And the first question is, why do the dogs and soldiers come together? Alright, so it's a why question. Why? So I really have to explain why the dogs and the soldiers come together. That's my first question. That's going to go in body paragraph number 1. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to type that for you. Oops. Okay, wait, let's stop. So let's continue. And now let's move on to the next question. This next question is, how? How is the way the dogs help the soldier similar and different? Alright, so far I know that in Stubby and in Rags, there's going to be a dog and a soldier that comes together. I want to find out why. Then the second question is, how is the way the dogs help the soldiers similar and different? Okay, so this question tells me that the dogs are going to help the soldiers. And it's going to be similar for Stubby and Rags, but there will also be some things that will be different. And this question is a how question. So I'm going to have to really describe how that happened. What did the dogs do to help the soldiers? How is that similar? How is that different? And then, of course, this will go into my body paragraph number 2. All right, let's move down into this extended response. And now we get our success criteria. Basically, this is exactly what I'm going to have to do in the writing. I'm going to have to first explain why the dogs and the soldiers come together. And I'm going to have to explain how the dogs help the soldiers in similar and different ways. And of course, I have to include details from both articles. If I only include details from one article, I can only get as high as a level 1. Okay, so let's write down right here that this is our success criteria. If you need to play the video one more time to make sure that you marked up everything that I marked up with you, go ahead and do that. That is totally okay. In the next video, we're going to start reading Rags. No, sorry, we're going to start reading Stubby first, and we're going to be reading it with the lens of why did the dog and the soldier come together, and how did the dog and the soldier, how did the dog help the soldier? Okay, that will be my lens for Stubby. For Rags, I'm going to think about how it's similar to Stubby and how it's different. But for Stubby, I will only focus on why the dog and the soldiers come together and how did the dog help the soldier.